Good afternoon to all of our agent partners here in Austin, Texas. This video is to discuss why you should let your property management partner lease the properties for your investors. Is it just to 1836? Is it to other companies as well? We're going to take a broad brush and say that if you're working with the property management company, they need to be the one leasing that property so you guys can focus on what you do, which is sales, and they can focus on a tenant that they're going to have to deal with later on. Rental properties must go through a make-ready process. So, before it hits the market, we at 1836 make sure that property is what we call hotel room ready. Do you want to organize the quality checks, become responsible for the vendors, and do all that for free? Well, if the owner says they're going to take care of it and you lease the property, what happens if the tenant wants to move in 3 days? It won't be ready. So there is a proven process in place that has to take place, and you don't want to become a contractor in your spare time for free. Number 2, you've got to have legal authorization from your broker before you can do some of these activities. While they may permit you to lease, the state of Texas says you have to be good at it and capable to do it. So if you're doing 2 a year, I don't know, are you good and capable? Well, we do about 1 a day. So I would say that because of the processes we have in place, we're probably capable of delivering a greater quality of service and a greater statistical outcome that is going to help your investors succeed. Don't get yourself into trouble. Let us do the leasing for you. Let us help you focus on sales. Number 3, properties with professional marketing and photos lease quicker. I know that a couple snapshots will get you on the market and it's just a lease, but that is not what the person in California who's flying in wants to see before they arrive in Austin to go see properties. If it doesn't look like it's crisp, clean, and ready to go, they're not going to see the property. And you guys know this because you sell homes. It's the same for you on the sales side. Are you prepared to spend the marketing dollars to get all this done when you're doing your owner a favor or discounting your leasing fee? This is something that we do anytime we bring a property into our portfolio, and we actually archive those photos and everything else. So if we needed them in the future, we have them, but they also give us a hint into the condition before that tenant ever moves in. Number 4, lease documentation is a big deal to your client. Once that lease is signed, it's done. So you can't go back later and try to add a clause that may protect your client or make sure that you tighten up something on the tenant's end that you forgot to do. Will you be able to set them up with the tightest lease possible? Yes, the Texas Association of Realtors leases is great, but ours is custom. We've actually taken it from 50 states, brought it together, and it took a very long time to not only update, but put together as a single document. We want the best of the best, and that's what we put together for your clients and our investors. Number 5, do you have written application criteria? That criteria has to be followed to the letter, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got somebody that you simply go back to and say, well, we would like you to do this more or pay this more, or you do anything except accept them, you have to send a form letter in order to know that you've followed federal housing guidelines. So if you don't have that flow in writing and you're not 100% confident in how it goes, don't lease the property. That's what we do. And I'm going to tell you, it's a lot more work to go back and forth with those residents than you would think. What's your success rate? If you give us a call, send us an email, I can deliver to you the success rate of the people that we approve. We evict less than 0.5% of clients that we approve on an annual basis. And I can tell you that currently at this year, 2022, we're only approving about 1/3 of applicants. Well, are our criteria too strict? Are we pushing too hard and therefore the property is sitting on the market? No, the truth is that people are not giving us the accurate information. And once we dig into the applications, because we get a full view of their credit report, we're finding that they're not always so truthful and we're having to decline them. So how many applications are you filtering out to ensure a successful tenancy? Well, it depends. From time to time, it could be as low as 2/3 right now in the fall of 2022. Generally, it runs about 50% though. So if you're that certain that you can filter through those applications, hey, give us a call. Maybe you should be working with us. But if you're successful at sales, I would recommend staying there. The bottom line is leasing a property takes time. It takes money. And if you don't have those proven processes in place to make it work, your time is just better invested focusing on sales. That's where the money is, that's where your expertise is, and honestly, that's where we want you guys to stay because that's what you're great at, and that's what's gonna put the most food on the table. Helping your investor is kind, it's really considerate, but it's part of the process that we already do, and it's just distracting you from your focus, which is selling and buying properties. Whether you partner with 1836 or any professional property management team here in Austin or even anywhere else, make sure that they have all the legal and necessary compliance things in order. Licenses, documentation, processes. Ask them about their processes. Say, how do we know that you're going to be able to follow this to a T? What is your proven process? That is something that any great property management company should be able to deliver to you as a partner or to their clients so that they can demonstrate they know what they're doing. Keep your clients happy from the purchase all the way through the process by partnering with that great PM company. And if you sell and we manage that property, know that we've got you covered. We're going to reach back out to you. Oftentimes 4 or 5, 10 years later, we reach back out to an agent. Some of them are not even in business and some of them don't even know who those clients are, but we know. We keep that documentation in a few different places, and it's our pleasure to give you guys a call years down the road when you've forgotten and that client still wants to go back to you, and we help facilitate that. If we can do anything for you guys, we're here to help you be more successful and sell more real estate. Find us online at 1836propertymanagement.com or give us a call anytime. 512-994-4323. Better yet, come see us on South Congress. We're down here waiting for you.